Okay, so today our topic is uploading a file inside an update panel. Now you go around the websites, you go around the forum, you kind of find this thing kind of annoying. Like there are people who say this thing is not possible, quite not possible inside update panel. That is correct, but there are times it happens. Like there are a lot of things inside the update panel. You want that those things to work with the update panel, and apart from that, due to some tragedy, you got a file upload control inside update panel. Now what do? Rest of the controls inside an update panel will work fine as expected, but the update panel will not work fine. So here's a demo which I have made, and if you check this out, the demo, you can see this is what my design. This is a normal file upload control, okay, and this is the update panel, right, in which I'm wrapping this whole content. So in the demo, you will see when I make the normal post, okay, the images will go inside this folder, and when I make the update panel post, the images will go inside. But we'll go into the scenario one by one, okay, and the code is pretty simple. Let's check it out. If I click on this guy, what I'm doing is, okay, first let's go to the design. You have seen the design, right? So let's check what I've done. I have a simple what can I say, a script manager in order to work with update panel. Then inside I have two divs, one div and two div. This div is for like a normal, and this is for the update panel, right? If you check, as you can see, there's a normal file upload. I have a label which gives me a status after, like, if I upload a file. I have general file upload control. I have an ID, then I got a button. When I click on this button, the button is normal 7, okay, and as you can see, I'm simply checking, I'm just simply checking if my file normal has a file. Then simply save that file to this normal images directory which I already showed you, right? So this works pretty simple. So let's run this thing. So as you can see, this is a normal file for control. I got few images. If I click on this guy, or maybe I don't know, this one looks pretty good. Open and then make a normal post. As you can see, the file upload was successful. Now if I go here and stop this guy, I come here, normal images, open, you can see the image is right here, uploaded right now, and you can see the image is pretty cool, huh? Okay, forget it. Next thing is, like, let's upload one more image in this folder, okay? So this is browse, we uploaded this guy, right? So let's upload this one. Open, normal post, and it's done. And if we come back to .NET and if we check again, open folder, now we have two sets of images, 1 2 1 2, okay? So this works pretty normal, like the way we expected. When you click a button, you just check the file exists, and based on that you simply save the file at the desired location. But now when it comes to the update panel, now let's look at this div. This div is pretty normal, so we don't need this guy. Now let's talk about this guy. And this guy, you can see I have an update panel, inside of which I have a content panel, content template, inside which I have a label which gets updated when I hit the button click, okay? And as you can see, the label inside the update panel, then I have the upload control, which is file update panel. I have given the name, it's kind of a weird name, but and for the understanding, this is the upload control and this is the button. Now when I click this guy, if you check the code, this code is pretty normal. If you check the code, I have the same code, nothing difference, same thing, right? So according to us, it should work, right? So let's try running this thing, and if I browse and if I try to upload, let's say, this image, you can see there was a problem uploading a file. Why? Because inside an update panel, when you try to upload a file and when you look at this check, does it has a file inside an update panel, it will return a false by default. Okay, so in order to upload a file inside an update panel, very important thing, you need to make a pushback, right? If you don't make a pushback, then it's not gonna work. So there are two ways you can do it. There's a section called as triggers. You need to implement that. In triggers, There are two types of triggers, right? One is async pushback trigger and one is a pushback trigger. Async sync pushback trigger is for the asynchronous calls. Right now we are dealing with a pushback trigger. Why? Because we need a pushback. So let's register that, and who would be our control, and we'll specify when you click this button, you jabroni, when you click this button, I want you to make a pushback, right? So let's run this thing one more time, and as you can see, when I browse and I choose, let's say choose this image and update, and it pretty works. It works. If you see, there was a flicker, right? There was a pushback. So let's check and check the upload folder. Come here, open, and you can see there was a Windows 7 image which I have uploaded, right? Pretty cool. Let's run this thing one more time and see what happens. Now this time I'm gonna, I don't know, I like this one. Update. Again I got a success. I gotta stop this guy and I gotta check what I had found. Okay, so as you can see, I got the new image as well. Pretty cool image, huh? So now you guys know like how to, you know, upload a file inside update panel. Very simple thing. Please remember, keep this thing in mind, like when you're working with the file upload control inside an update panel, you gotta give him a pushback. If you don't give him a pushback, then it's not gonna work. This is the way, I mean, like, you know, you have registered your pushback trigger over here. There's one more way. Very useful when you deal with, you know, the user control and master pages like that. So globally you can register a method which will actually, you know, in which you will provide control. Okay, for this control I need to raise a pushback. I give an example. Right now this is my page, right? And I have a script manager on my page. So what I'm doing is, on my script manager, I'm telling my script manager, dude, that I want to register a pushback on this page, but on which control? So this is, I have to specify a control, button update panel, right? And where's my button update panel? This is my button update panel. So now this guy is down. Let's delete this guy. Let's run more time. Okay, so let's see, this one looks pretty good, and update, and as you can see, I have 100%, you know, file upload success. Pretty good. So you totally got the idea like how this upload thing works inside an update panel. If you like it, then please subscribe. Thank you.